let you calm down a little and then do the interview. Would you prefer now or? Okay, let me just ask you. Can you? This is fantastic. Yes.
Sorry.
This is definitely one of the stronger collections you've ever done, don't you feel?
I don't know. It's always my collection.
Okay.
I don't know.
If you had to sum up what the theme of this was, this last collection you just did, what?
A new force in the classic way.
How?
Classic colors, simple shape, but I think very strong mood.
What mood are you in?
That's the most beautiful
mood. Mood. Something that it's very pushing in a classic way. That's the way.
Great,
Thanks.
thank you.
Oh. I don't know.
Which language are you
I am
speaking?
speaking to her. You have to know her. This is long.
Senti, ma perché sei così brava? Al di là di ogni
Congratulations, such a wonderful collection.
How about here? What's the story we're doing? It's a self-promotion of the Italians and how they try so hard, more than anyone, to please, to advertise their fashions. And what can you tell us about how the Italians are very good self-promoters?
Well, I think that Italians really love Americans, and I think they like to see American women wear their clothes. And of course, Italians do wonderful sportswear, and American women appreciate it. So at Bergdorf Goodman, we sell Italian clothes so well.
I know you were really the first to bring Italian couture to America. I mean, I remember doing that story with you years ago. That's why I'm asking you about the Italians, because they certainly have a special rapport with the Americans. And they try harder than anybody, it seems.
They listen. I think they really listen. They're really, I think perhaps it's part of their culture, because they're artists, and their product is really art.
How do they try hard to please Americans? If you had to sum up the Italian way of trying to please the American market in any way?
Well, I think the best fabrics and the most perfect tailoring, and of course a great eye for color.
Can you also tell me what you've thought? You know, they try very hard. What have you thought of the collections so far? How would you rate them compared with other collections? I'm talking about the Crizia, the Versace, now the Ferre. How would you rate them with her? How is her sound, Gilles? She speaks very lowly. Is it okay? How would you rate what you've seen so far for this season?
Oh, I don't know if I would rate them. To begin with, we really make our decisions in the showroom, not when we see clothes on the runway. This particular collection, I think, is a moment in time. It's a perfectly beautiful Ferre collection, and I think we all just reacted very emotionally to it. But we make our decisions in the showroom when we look at prices and when we see what's been edited out for the collection.
One other question. We're doing a story on the display, how the stores here display things and how they merchandise things in store. If you had to sum up the Italian way, I mean, from the packaging to displaying the fruits on the fruit stand, what do merchandisers from America learn or have to learn from the Italians, do you think? Don't talk only about Bergdorf's, and not, just in general.
No, well, I just think it's a style. It's applied to everything they do, whether it's the way food is prepared or served or shown in a market, to the way clothes are put together. It's just a question of style.
But the bags that they give you in stores, felt bags for shoes, and arranging each piece of fruit, is this particularly Italian, and what do Americans have to learn?
Well, I think I don't know what Americans have to learn. I don't know if I understand.
Well, no, not really. I'm saying in America, we really don't display things that way. I mean,
I just think it's in the culture. It's
in the
presentation. Genes. It's just the way they. For example, Carnevale, which we've seen here for the last few days, the way people dress up on the streets and go out for carnival. It's so perfectly done, and it's not just for rich people. It's all the way down the line.
Why do you think that is? I mean, it's just in their genes somehow. It's
Certainly was present at the time of the Renaissance, and it's just as true today.
Thank you. Put you on this.
I called the Kritza, the girl, the other
Oh,
day.
it's all right. She's an
yeah,
asshole.
but they
She
but
was-
why you didn't call me?
Look, I'll talk to you about it. Wait a minute. Wait, Daniela, I'm going to
I told you to call me. I called them.
You're so funny. So, Daniela, we're doing a story about, you cover America and Italy, so you can speak a little bit. We're doing a story about how the Italians display merchandise things from fruit to tools in the window of a hardware store. What do you think is special? Why do the Italians take such effort in merchandising things? So, they treat a common tool as a jewel.
I think it's an ecstatic sense that we have, for centuries. We always had. Also the Japanese, I think, is another kind of population who has a very proper, precise sense of display. I mean, I think there are, a few different kind of society in the world who has that sense, and, you have it. I mean, it's in your history.
One other question: American influence on Italian fashion, the Paninari, the Armani
Yeah,
Emporio.
right.
We see a lot of impact of some of this American influence. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Absolutely. I think that started at least about 10 years ago. All the youngest designer, new designer in Italy, they were all going to New York looking for new inspirations, because before the inspiration was much more belonging to our own culture,
Why America? Why are
because
they still?
America is the new country. America was
Still?
Yeah, but it was for fashion, absolutely. I mean, we never used America before as a fashion inspiration. And, in the 60s was the pop art to develop America culture, and, and the new writers, and the 70s was the discos, and finally fashion too. Of course, has been, it's like it's seen with a total new eye. I mean, they used the basic idea and they convert it into an Italian style. But the basic idea comes from America.
Okay, but
Was it clear enough?
Yes, very clear enough. Hi, good to see you.
I'm still so depressed. But